everyone and welcome. Remember I told you about the Londonderry mayor that was not democratically voted in position, but was gifted the role, mainly, I think, because it fills a diversity quota. And you can also remember that I said and shown you that she immediately turned into a raging anti-white, anti-Irish racist.
And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
By saying that anyone that protests against mass migration is an organised terror group. This is the woman that comes from the Maasai, by the way. Well, she hasn't learned a mistake. She's actually doubled down. Have a listen to this.
To explain it, because I don't want to misquote you, but reference those protesting against immigration as terrorists. Do you stand by that?
I didn't reference them as terrorists. I think my words were taken out of context.
Oh, she did. Yes, she did. They weren't taken out of context. I showed you the entire thing that she said without cut, and the context was there. She 100% said that the Irish people are terrorists.
Said those who are mobilizing and lying to the community and really preying from vulnerabilities of...
So like the government then? But she doesn't mean the government or the media.
People dividing communities are the ones who are domestic terrorists. If you go to any country, they are labeled terrorists. Why can't they not be labeled terrorists in Ireland? You know, if you go to any country where people are being divided because of politics, the ones who are causing all this trouble are called terrorists. So do we have two different types of terrorists when it comes to people who are not from the Western country? No, I said it because it is a fact. And if you define terrorism, how is it defined in policy?
Violence for a political cause. That's what it is. Terrorism is violence for a political cause. These people that she's calling terrorists didn't commit violence. They just objected to being flooded by hateful people like her.
They just define it in policy and then you...
It's defined in policy already. Violence for political gain.
Be able to see that it was a factual...
Some might say the government actually are terrorists in Ireland because they used the Gardaí to crush a peaceful protest with violence and pepper spray. So some might say you are part of, well, you are part of terrorism because you were nominated for your role by Sinn Féin. And we all know who they are, that the Gardaí and your government and your leadership are the true terrorists. Let's continue.
A factual statement that I made, and I would not apologize by saying that.
Okay.
You can tell there that the interviewer was like, well, you've just signed your own political death warrant. If I was in Northern Ireland at the moment, I would be working my backside off to make sure that she loses her job ASAP. If she's talking like this on the TV, you can be damn sure she's said a lot worse on social media. Maybe it's time for a historic deep dive. Considering they've got hate speech laws, do a historic deep dive into a social media. Maybe grass her up for anything she's done naughty. Because obviously, hate has no place in Northern Ireland, according to this lovely lady. Stay sane. I'll see you on the next one.